Ashes from the Frat House. How is everybody doing? How's One Book July treating everybody? I'm doing well with it. The one book portion, I haven't had any problems. I am still in the lovely Sweet Pea, Mr. Darcy, lovely pink. Love pink so much. I did add a couple extra charms, not that that has anything to do with One Book July, because One Book July is supposed to be about simplifying. But I found some really cute charms in a local store not too far from Mike's clinic, so I ran in there the other day and grabbed a couple. I generally don't have that many on there at all. I generally like one tiny one and that's it, but right now I'm really enjoying it, so why not, right? But otherwise everything's going really well in here. They're tree trimming outside, so if you can hear the wood chipper, I apologize. That's why I'm not recording out there, because it is so loud. So what has been going on in here? I took out my my DIY fish booklet that had the monthly calendar and then the chart for the month on the right side, that booklet. I just have that in a personal size in my Vanderspec binder because I don't need to carry that with me. I don't need it. I am kind of toying around, and this kind of falls under the umbrella of the project portion of One Book July as well. That big launch that I've been working on that I'm going to be telling you guys about very soon, because it kind of involves everybody. It's for everybody. And that'll make sense more when I tell you what it is. I'm toying with how I want to keep that set up. I would really like to stay in a pocket size, maybe a personal size traveler's notebook style as far as an everyday carry. Because school will be starting, hockey season will be starting, you know, it's just easy to carry something small. So I'm toying with how I want to get those bigger, repetitive, long-term type of projects that I do tend to work on when I'm on the go. I'm still toying with how to get them in here in a format that is the most usable, if that makes sense. What else has been going on in here? So I took out that it was like a year's worth of monthly calendars and charts. Like I said, I already had it in personal size in the Vanderspec. I wanted to see if I would use it in here, and I really wasn't. So I kept that space for, you know, for other stuff in here. I'm still in the DIY Fish Classic B V3 S1 as far as my daily goes. Last week there were a lot of blank days. I was just doing a lot of stuff with the kids last week, so not a whole lot to really write down. Here is what my monthly list as far as my stuff and kind of everybody else's stuff is looking like. A lot of everybody else's stuff checked off, not a whole lot of my own stuff checked off. Let's see, first couple days were actually in the tail end of my June booklet, so I don't have anything on those. The first week of July, everything was pretty empty, just in general, my weekly calendar and my daily pages, just because it was just kind of a lot of time, you know, spending time with kids and spending time with Mike before he had to leave. The Blackhawks had prospect camp, so he had to go to that for a week. So we had one week where we were all just kind of hanging together and doing stuff together, and I wasn't really, you know, doing a whole lot as far as my own stuff. And then here is this last week? Here is, I would turn the camera around, but I'm trying to get in several videos today, so I'm trying to do everything as like efficiently as possible. Here is what last week's weekly layout looked like. And I love that I put all the housework up here. I did change that, and look at, I did stuff those days. Honestly, I just didn't mark it off. That is what I had on my insert from Peanuts Planner Co. in my Vanderspec. I can see, oh, here comes Liam. Okay, sorry, Liam decided to join us. There's his barefoot right there. I was saying that I've been using this chart for the cleaning stuff that we do, you know, multiple times a week, just to make sure I'm kind of hitting everything. As you can see, like I said, I did do stuff and I had the kids doing stuff. It just didn't get marked off. I was putting just my project stuff up there, and I decided, actually, I think that was the week that I decided to change that. Yeah, that was the first week that I started putting the house stuff up there instead, like the cleaning chores, stuff that kind of involves everybody. Because I have someplace else in the book where I have my projects listed out. My projects for the month that I would like to do are listed out up on my monthly page, which I would get to over here. Okay, so I really didn't need to be writing it there again, and I didn't have any place to put this stuff. And like I said, if I don't have that somewhere, just the general house stuff, it's always kind of on my mind. So I put it somewhere and then I'm not thinking, oh yeah, I gotta, you know, try to, I didn't do that yesterday, I gotta try to get it today, or I gotta make sure when so-and-so comes home, he mows the lawn, and then when so-and-so's back from work, I need to have him vacuum and blah, blah, blah. It's just there and I don't have to worry about it because that stuff will just kind of bug me until I get it taken care of. So I use the page before that weekly layout for kind of everybody's stuff and just the projects that I want to get done this current week. Okay. And then last week there were some pages with some stuff and some pages not so much. There's Monday and Tuesday. And I have been decorating more again, just enough to make it pretty. There's Wednesday and Thursday. You know, not like it takes a lot of time. I don't want to put a lot of time into decorating. And then of course the weekend was like completely blank. It was very pretty, but it was pretty much blank. That was the weekend Mike got back. And then here is this week so far. Again, I have stuff on the cleaning list I have not marked out yet. So that is what this week is looking like. And oh, while I'm thinking about it, I added this as well. This little bar, this is brain cramp. Hang on, let me think. It's not mild liners, friction highlighters. I do have brains sometimes. What is going on here? It's friction mild liners. I wanted to start keeping track in a different place of like, did I take my allergy medicine? Because even though my allergies will make me feel completely crummy, I will forget to take my allergy medicine in the morning. Makes no sense. How much coffee I drank and how much water I drank. So I used like one pink box. Pink is generally my stuff, so that's just a reminder to take my allergy medicine. The two kind of orangey colors are like, I allow myself 2 cups of coffee. I try not to drink more than that because my heart gets all funny. I've got a heart murmur. I've got funky valves. So if I mess about with too much coffee, it's not good. And it's just, I love it, so I'll drink it all day. And if I drink it all day, I don't drink enough water. So all the blue ones are my water intake. So if I did it, I fill it in. So it's kind of there to remind me. And if I do it, then I fill it in with like a corresponding color, and then I know I actually like took my allergy medicine and drank my water. And now one of the boys is coming up the stairs. Who's coming up the stairs? There goes Clayton. He's gonna run and hide. Hi. I'm gonna edit you out.
Do it.
Do it, you won't. I keep teasing him. It'll be less than a month and he'll be away at college. He's the first one to move away, and we're enjoying each other while we can. And Liam's over here just whispering. I'll get you a drink if you give me 1 second. I'm this close to being done, okay? You want milk in your bubble cup? Okay, 1 second, okay? Thank you. It never ends. Okay, so that is what this week looks like, all laid out. And here was Monday and yesterday, and then today and tomorrow, and Friday and Saturday. That is pretty much it. It's the same insert. I'm still using the other inserts just like I showed you guys in the One Book July week 1 video. I have one for that launch. I have one for a journal. Oh, and I also added in, because I had taken out that the calendar, the monthly calendar and chart booklet, that left me a little bit of space. So I added in the, I was missing some of my reference lists, you know, stuff that I had said in the week 1 video. I don't need to carry it with me, so I'm not going to put an insert in here for it. 2 different times I ended up needing information that I had on those reference lists, and I hadn't scanned those and put them in Evernote yet. So I went ahead and added a booklet. It's just your typical, you know, lists and reference. So I just have, here's the index page or the contents page. I hate calling it an index because to me an index goes in the back. It's a book nerd thing. So here's just the list of stuff, the page numbers that it's on, and then I lettered A through Z. So all I do, let me find a page I can show you. Can't show you that one. I have like Clayton's school stuff and stuff in here, so I'm trying. Okay, here is book series stuff. So this is several different series by one author. I was looking for some of these like used because I wanted them in print. I have them on the Kindle, but I wanted them in print. So they were books. So I just marked in the corresponding square, just like DIY Fish life mapping. Totally not my idea. Okay, this is totally Fish's idea. So that's just the square that corresponds to the B for books up in here. Okay, so I did add that in, and this just has stuff like stuff we had to send to the school for Clayton, a list of stuff that we need to get him before he leaves, when Parents Weekend is, my wallet ice and insurance info, just in case something ever happens to my, my wallet. I have all the 800 numbers and whatnot in here to call. Somebody had asked me about that. None of like the debit card, all of that. I don't have any of those numbers written in here. I just have the phone numbers for that, particular bank to call and let them know like, hey, my wallet got stolen. And then just like the member numbers and stuff for the insurance card, because especially with him going away and having to send back and forth health insurance information at school starting for the other kids and having to send back and forth health insurance information, I'm constantly digging out the health insurance cards. So I just wrote all the applicable numbers in here, and then I don't have to go digging them out of my wallet. Let's see, and 9 times out of 10 I carry them in a folder back in here anyway, like right up toward the front, so I have everything all tucked in there and folded in there nicely the way I want it, so I kind of detest digging it out unless I have to. So a list of important phone numbers in case my phone dies. I've never had that happen, but it will. Book series, more book series, more book series, and then I have a Post-it stuck in here. I need to add a list of the typical like WordPress plugins that I use when I'm setting up a website. If I'm building a website for somebody, not building it, but if I'm setting up a website for somebody, for a client in WordPress, I have like a list of my go-to plugins that I always use. I've installed them for every client. So I want that list in here because for that launch, I am working on a website, hint, hint, and I've been working on that kind of here and there on the go, so I wanted to have that list of plugins with me. And then the last thing is, again, my horizontal month and 2 pages from Marsha Bermucci. That is it, you guys. Nothing else has changed. It seems like everybody's doing really well. I'm so happy everybody seems to be enjoying One Book July. Keep it up, you guys. Keep us updated. Show us, what's worked for you, what hasn't. If you've gone, forget it. I need, like Rita, I saw this morning, Miss Rita with her 3 books and her 3 bags. She went from 1 book to 1 bag. You know what? If you go from 1 book and 1 bag to 3 books and 3 bags, and that's what works for you and that's what makes you happy, then guess what? That's what One Book July taught you. That's okay. So you guys take it easy. Keep showing us what you're up to. Use the hashtag OneBookJuly2016 so we can find you. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.